Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 10p Gamer channel. What you're looking at now is the Crazy Time wheel because they've just got themselves a bonus round. But this isn't actually Crazy Time. This is Red Door Roulette, which came out a couple of days ago. It's basically Lightning Roulette, but instead of getting the Lightning, you get the Crazy Time instead. I'm going to test a couple of little low-stake strategies on it with the 20p bet. The lowest bet you can do on this game, unfortunately, is 20p. I'd be much happier if there was a 10p bet on the game, but there isn't. But I'm going to use this to my advantage. So what I'm going to do a system I do quite often. So I'm going to bet on 0, 32 and 26, and then I'm going to take out these sections here. Basic idea being, if it lands on something on this row, you're getting some of your money back on this this row here. If you land on anything in this third 12, you're going to get a little bit of money back there. Obviously, if you land on a combination of those, you're going to get a little bit more, actually a little bit of profit, I believe. And also, when your numbers come out, you're getting a little bit extra as well. So that's what it's all about. I'll talk about the game a little bit more as it happens, but it is really self-explanatory. There really isn't a lot to learn about the game. So we'll play a little bit of the game, see if we can get ourselves a little bit of luck. And just see a little bit of the game. Oh, I thought that was 27. Okay, thought I was going to land near our 0 then. Yeah, and there you go. See, 60p. So I've got a £1 bet down, and I've got 60p back on that. So let me just quickly stick 100 down. There was a 300x 3 numbers ago, and there was a 26 2 numbers ago, which would have been one of mine, and it did go to Crazy Time. So I might have joined at the wrong time. You never know. But we carry on anyway. I'm just going to turn this down for myself. It's a little bit loud. Let's just nudge that down. There you go. Won't make any difference to you, but it will make a difference to me. So what basically happens at the start of this game, you've got this wheel that spins here. It's not a wheel. It's a screen that spins there. And basically it gives you the number of times that the Crazy Time key, and they've landed 17, it gives you the number of keys that are going to land on this roulette wheel. And if it lands on one of those, you basically get Crazy Time. So number 17 just landed, they've now got Crazy Time. I'm not betting on number 17, unfortunately, so we're going to have to watch this happen. But it's Crazy Time, it's quite a quick round. I've seen some, as I've been watching this game go, I've seen some big stuff happen on this game. I've seen some big stuff happen. I think the most I've seen is a 1000x come out on here, but I've seen a couple of 700x's as well. We've just actually seen back in the game now, but there was a 300x a couple of spins ago. This wheel is prone to putting out some big multipliers, and you'll see on here, on Crazy Time in the game, when you get Crazy Time, usually there's 100x is the max prize. It's actually 200x on this straight away, with a standard round. And obviously there's a double, so you've got all the doubles that are usually on there as well. And back on the roulette wheel, you'll see as well there's actually multipliers on the Crazy Times as well sometimes. It's all at random. I guess it's not far off of like Extreme Lightning Roulette, which is now in the first person casino. It's a little bit like that, but it obviously picks certain sections which it wants to put the extra multipliers onto. There's no there's no particular logic to that. It's completely random. And if you hit double, you start seeing some pretty interesting sums on here. So let's see what they get. Is that going to be another? That's 140x there, which is a pretty decent outcome, to be honest. £17,000, and there's already quite a lot of people playing this game. I don't know how many people there are now, but when I came into this game yesterday, there was like 2,000 people playing the game already, and it's only been out a couple of days, so I think this is going to be a really popular game. And it does seem quite fair. There's quite a lot of these Crazy Time like keys come out on here, so I think your chance of getting around is quite high. But I will draw your attention to one thing, and that is, if you look up here, a straight up hit pays 19 to 1, down from 36. Now obviously that pays for the bonus round. But it's pretty horrendous. 19 to 1 is pretty low, so you really are, if you're playing this game, you're relying on getting this bonus. You really need to get it. There's a 32 there. That's got my number on it. See, it's just plopped a multiplier there on number 34. Give me 32. Give us an early round. Oh, it's going to be really close. It didn't give us a round, but I have got 26, and that's £4, right? Oh, £5.20. So £4 for the straight up, £1.20 extra for the little bits I put on the side. And that's why I do the system I do, because it just means if you're playing on low stakes like I do, and you're playing sensible, you can keep the game going for longer. If you come on this game and you literally just bet on every single one of these numbers chasing down the bonus round, you will have a very short session on Crazy Time, on Red Door Roulette, because this game is just not really tailored to that sort of plan. So my personal advice for this game, the strategy I would use is just to pick maybe 3-4 numbers to bet on. and have a couple of side bets so that you get a little bit of money back from time to time. I like betting around zero, so I've got myself 26 and 32 and 0. They come out for me. Sometimes I actually chuck 29 in, which has just come out, but there's 120 back, so that's quite good. 122.62. Sometimes I'll chuck a 29 in, and I'll do it now. Why not? We'll chuck 29 in. I know it's just come out. Just to add a little bit extra, but I wouldn't go over that bet. I'd say £1.20 is quite a high bet anyway. And we've got that chance of getting a little bit of money back, so this is a good strategy for me. Obviously, pick your favourite numbers. You don't have to bet near zero. I mean, it makes absolutely no difference where you bet, to be honest, does it? But some people have got their favourite numbers. Zero's got the multiplier, got the crazy time on this, so give me a multiplier. Okay, we're going to get a multiplier on this. Okay, it's a 2x, so if we get crazy time now, it would be the equivalent of getting crazy time with a 2x. We didn't get it, it's number 9, but that is crazy time. Now, that's the one thing with this game you'll notice as well. Crazy time comes out all the time. So, it's a little bit like Mega Fireblaze Roulette. You'll constantly be sitting and watching other people's rounds happen. I actually don't mind that very much, it's quite cool. I don't mind seeing other people win. And I love the crazy time round anyway, I think it's really good. So I completely don't mind watching that. So let's see how they get on. Hopefully it won't hit like 5 doubles though and keep us here for like 20 minutes. Hopefully it'll be swift. I want them to win a lot, but really quickly. Let's see how they get on. Let's see how this goes. But like I said, there's like 200 X's on this wheel right from the outset, which is decent. Now, that's a 30X. That's devastating if you're playing on that. The one thing I noticed as well, if you look at this pay table up here, straight up pays up to 3,999X, which is a 4,000X. Now, I noticed there's doubles on the wheel. So does that mean if it gets to 4,000X, which if you get this bonus with a 20 times multiplier, that 4,000X is going to be on there right from the start. And I've seen 20 times multipliers on this wheel on Crazy Time. I haven't seen them come out, but I've seen them pop up on the wheel. Does that mean that it's capped at 4,000X? I reckon it probably is. So you probably can't like multiply the 4,000 and keep like on Crazy Time. There's no limit. You can keep multiplying that multiplier up and it will just keep going up. And the maximum win is £250,000, isn't it? Oh, look at this. We got ourselves a couple of keys. Got ourselves a multiplier over here as well on 20... What is that? Is that 20... Oh, it's 32 again. That would be Crazy Time with a 3x, which I would be much obliged. Oh, it's 25. It's missed the bonus round altogether, but I've got 60p back, so I've got my little side bet over here. Let's see what we can get. I've got 4 numbers down with 0. Got 2 side bets on, just giving us a little bit of money trickling back in. Let's see if we can get ourselves a bonus round. And if we can't, I think I'll put a stop loss on it, because this kind of game, I mean, if you push a game like this and try and sort of go for a bonus, you can lose a lot of money doing that. So you've got to give yourself a limited amount of time and try and get a bonus with a pretty stable strategy like this. Yeah, we got it again. Number 29 and 0 this time. We got ourselves some Crazy Time sections. No multipliers coming down this time. Just land us over here. Give us the 0. 34, just up the other end. 60p back again though. So at the moment, it's not always like this, but at the moment we're constantly getting little bits back. And we're still on our starting deposit, you know? 7 or 8 spins in, still on our starting deposit, which is quite nice to see. Available at all times too. Doesn't make sense that, I mean, the guy there was just talking about betting on reds and blacks. I mean, if you're playing a game like this, there's kind of no point in that. Now, obviously in this game you do have to get the straight up to get Crazy Time and I'm always a little bit disappointed with that. I really wish that these games would follow the Mega Fireblaze structure where you get it, you can get it on splits and stuff, because I think that would be great fun if you could do that. And then obviously you wouldn't need the 10p bet then, which I always request. 22, what's that? There was a 10x there on number 18 as well, 10x Crazy Time. So yeah, so if it had the Mega Fireblaze structure, I think that would be really nice. And we could have a sort of, you know, because what I would do at that point is I'd be betting on a street, and I'd probably bet on a couple of splits, and me knowing the names now, you can tell I've been running the channel for a while. But yeah, I'd be betting on some splits and supporters as well. and trying to get the bonus that way, because you can spread your bets a little bit further, but it is just straight up on this game, which is obviously quite hard to do if you're only betting on a couple of numbers, but you never know. I've been playing this a tiny bit off stream. I haven't had a lot of time, but I have played it a little bit, and the best I've done is got a crazy time with a 3x that ended up being 120x. It's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm looking for something a little bit better eventually. And hopefully, my little idea of a stable strategy is going to be the winner. 31, there's no bonus over there. Obviously, it can go 60p back again, though. Obviously, it can go through some spells where it's going to be a little bit dead. Hopefully, it won't do that when I'm recording the video. This is kind of when I want it to show off the most and put something in. We'll play this down to a tenner. We'll see how this goes, play it down to a tenner. And if we haven't had a bonus round, we'll call it a video. At least we get to see plenty of the game. At least we get to see plenty of the game. You get to see the strategy that I use as a low-stake gambler. And that's what the 10p Gamer channel is. We are low stakes, like just normal gambling, no fake money, no loaded casino accounts and all sorts of affiliates going on. It's just me playing, just me gambling on low stakes. And we do live stream every Friday night at 8 PM. So if you'd like to see me play on a live stream as well, doing this kind of betting, just low stakes betting, then come along Friday at 8 o'clock, hit the subscribe button and join in. We do a little giveaway at the end. We've got our own 10p Gamer giveaway wheel, so it's definitely worth being around for. And you just get to see some normal gambling like we're doing now. And I think this is going to come up a lot, because what we do on the live stream, we have a wheel where we put everybody's names from chat, and then we spin the wheel, whoever it lands on gets to call the next game. And if you put this name on this game on the wheel, and I'm pretty sure this is going to turn up on the wheel quite a lot, then this game's going to get played. And I can imagine this getting played quite a lot on the stream in the next few weeks, because this is a big release from Evolution. And they've made it, it's a really good game. I really like the idea of the game. That's 29, right? Okay, let's see if we can... Oh, crazy time with a 15x on number 28. That's kind of where you want it to land if you're betting on that, isn't it? It's close to 29, but it's number 9, which has got no crazy time on. So you can see on this thing over here, which will come up in a second, where it spins for the total number of keys that are going to be on the board, that goes anything from 4 to 15. So sometimes it will land on 15. It will literally chuck 15 keys across this board. And, I mean, it's a 1 in 2 shot then, pretty much, at the bonus, which is pretty good. It's pretty good.
We're going to close it right now for a moment.
Come on, give us a high number. So obviously the higher numbers are red as well. Oh, sorry, I said 4 to 15. There is a 3. I didn't even know that was on there. That's the first time I've seen it. Absolutely derisory stuff. So we won't be getting crazy time this time, but I could do with landing on one of my 20p's though, couldn't I? I could do with landing on one of those, really. Come on, get round here and land on it. Number 30. Nowhere near. 60p back though. I'm actually getting quite a lot of these side bets back. I'm doing okay on this, cushioning the blow a little bit. And I always say it, and I think it's really important on these games. If you're going to play live casino games, especially Crazy Time, Monopoly, all those sort of games, and Lightning Roulette, this game as well, you really have to make your balance last. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to be there. You're trying to be there and on the game at a very specific point in time. It's not the kind of game where you can just go on there with like 100 quid, chuck a load of £5 bets across the board and just hope something massive's going to come in straight away on your first spin. It's not going to happen. It's a game where you have to be in the game as long as possible. You keep your bets low and you try and stay in the game so that at that point, when something crazy does happen, you're actually in the game and you haven't lost all your money inside of 5 minutes. That's the plan. That's just how you got to play these games. This game's no different. I mean, if I came on this game and started smacking down £2 bets, I'd be out already. We wouldn't even be talking 14 minutes into the video. We'd be out. So you stay in the game as long as possible. That's the plan. I just won 60p there, but they have got crazy time. There's quite a few doubles on the board this time. There should be a... Couldn't find that in my Apple Music library. Got my watch talking to me. So there's quite a few doubles this time, and there is a couple of 200x's as well, I believe. I've seen shooting past. Maybe 2 this time. What do we get? This looks like the type of board where we could get ourselves a couple of doubles. Ah, it's a 50x. Okay, that's good. That makes it short and sweet, doesn't it? Short and sweet. 245 people winning the Crazy Time wheel.
Getting that 50x.
Really good. I really like the idea of the game. And we've got another game coming up in the next month as well. We've got Crazy Pachinko to come, which I can't wait. Crazy Pachinko looks like it's going to be a great game. So that's another one that's going to feature on the Tempe Gamer channel. So definitely worth hitting the subscribe button for that as well, because we're going to do a review of that game. We're probably going to play it on live stream as soon as it comes out. So yeah, definitely be around for that one. Okay, let's 6 this time. It's been pretty low on the total number of keys, but we've had it land on our numbers quite a few times. We just haven't got lucky on that. Give us one of our numbers, come on. Just even if it's just 4 quid, 5.20, whatever it is we get when we land on one of our numbers, we kind of need that to happen right now. Number 30. It's another crazy time round. We're gonna have to watch another one, guys. Another crazy time round, but as you can see, depending on what your strategy would be when you play it, this round comes out all the time. Like, it's quite frequent. So if you're betting on probably like 10 numbers, I mean, it's not the best strategy if you ask me, but if you've got a decent balance and you're betting on 10 numbers, you could probably get around quite often. But the principle is fantastic. I love the idea of having a roulette game with a bonus round. So before this game, my favourite game was Mega Fireblaze Roulette. Absolutely loved that game. I think it's fantastic. Now, what I'm really hoping here, what I'm really hoping to see is that they will release this game in the first-person casino and introduce a 10p stake with it, because I think that would be amazing. Oh, we've got ourselves a double here. We're going to be watching a double. Could be watching a big win happen here. So yeah, I'd like to see it come out on the first-person casino with a 10p bet, just like they did with XXX Stream Lightning Roulette. It would be great to see. Because then I'd be playing... This would become my favourite roulette game, and I would be playing it pretty frequent. But it's just, with the 20p bet on the live version, it's just a little bit... I know 20p isn't a high bet, right? But if you want to spread your bets across the board a little bit more... Oh, it's just skipped over the 400 there. If you want to spread your bets out and bet on a few more numbers, a 10p bet's quite useful. To keep the costs down a little bit. Okie dokie. Next game, 13.42 in the balance. It's not looking like we're going to get a bonus round, but at least we've got to see plenty of bonus rounds, and we've got to see plenty of action inside sort of 15-20 spins we'll end up by the end. But we just haven't got lucky on our numbers, and that's the kind of game this is. You have got to turn up at the right time. Some of these wins over it, good God.
How's everybody doing, by the way, on a beautiful Friday today?
7, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Chuck us a key. Yeah, we got ourselves a couple this time. What do we got? We got 26 and 29. There's no multiplier, but you don't necessarily need one. Obviously, the one thing you can get in this is you could get the bonus round and come out with a 20x, which would be absolutely disgusting. But it can happen. That was quite close. 29 was just down there. 60p back again on the old middle row. A little bit of money back. So yeah, you can get in the crazy time bonus round and actually win less than you would have if you'd have just hit here, I think. Is it, or is it the same? Is this 20x, isn't it? Yeah, it's 20x. So you win about the same as the lowest one here. And 20x from the crazy time wheel is pretty horrible. You don't want to be hitting a 20x in there. So I'm hoping if I do get one opportunity to get around, we're actually going to hit something different. We're going to hit something decent. 7 more again, we should get ourselves one. Oh, it's just missed. The 3 before, if it had just moved those all up one, we'd have had all our numbers almost. Anyway, I would take one of my numbers anyway. Just stick a 0. Brilliant. 32 is just what I needed. 4 quid. 5.20 in fact. Back up to 18 quid. So we're still in the game. We're still in the game just for a little bit longer. And that's what I was hoping for. We've got to get ourselves a couple of wins here and there. And guys, what's your favourite roulette game? I mean, now we've got Red Door Roulette here, and I don't know if you've played it yet, but this is one of my favourite. And before this, I did like Extreme Lightning Roulette. I do like that game as well. But do you prefer to play these games where they like massively reduce these payouts on the standard straight up? Or would you actually rather just play straight up roulette? And of course, there's always Power Up Roulette by Pragmatic as well, which is actually a half decent game. Give us the 0. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's jumped over. Number 4. I thought we might be in for our first bonus then. But it's jumped over and given us number 4. And that's fine. That's not a bonus. Yeah, the other game, I was just actually thinking then, the other game I really like is Power Up Roulette. Although it can be a little bit brutal. I think the pair on straight up for Power Up Roulette is 17x as well. But it's got the Power Up feature on it. And if you go back on my channel, like probably a couple of months for when the game came out, there is a video on that game that I did quite well as well. I had actually a pretty decent session on it as well. Number 4. Oh, 4 keys, sorry. Number 4. I still got myself one of them though. 32? Give us a multiplier. Okay, no multiplier. I was asking too much. It's looking good. It's going to come around this area, isn't it? 31. It's jumped over a little bit far. 60p back though.
322
half the bet back is not bad. 15 quid in the balance, so we're potentially looking at our last sort of 4 or 5 spins. But we've hit our number a couple of times. We've had a good go. We've tried to stay in the game. I don't know if you can see... Can you see a statistical history in this game? Last 500. Love this. Look how many crazy times came out in the last 500 spins. It's crazy. I wonder what some of those multipliers are. There's a 200 there. There was a couple of 200s. I know there's better than that in there. There's a 300 up there, obviously. I think there was a 240 something down there as well. So there's some... You know, you can probably pause the video and have a quick look. I can't, I'm live. But there's definitely some sums down there that are pretty decent. 25, that's coming out all the time. Let's have a look at our numbers. 26. It's come out a couple of times, but it hasn't come out with a bonus. What about 32? Okay, that hasn't come out with a bonus. So we're betting on the wrong numbers here, aren't we? Or the right ones. You never know. It might be to come up next, but those numbers haven't come out with a bonus on at all. Apart from the one I saw, I'm sure when I came onto the game, I saw the 26 had just come out with a bonus on. I swear, there it is. Yeah, just that one. The rest of the time, it doesn't look like it has. 5 more. We're getting pretty low amount of keys as well, which is pretty devastating, to be honest. Don't want to be seeing that. We're on 1442. Stick one of our numbers out again.
All right, we have a 2x on 18.
Just stick one of our numbers out again. Round the board, looking good. Looking quite good. Get in the middle. Oh, it's gone just by the 32. And the pain continues. The pain continues. We're a couple of spins away from our demise. I think we stick with the strategy. I think it's the only way. We just stick with it and see if we can get something. If we can't, then so be it. It's the way it is. Some you win, some you lose. And I think it's really important. You'll see it a lot on live streams. I think it's really important when somebody's doing this sort of thing on YouTube, that we're not just celebrating massive wins, because we get some wins sometimes, even on low stakes you get some good wins, but I think you actually have to see a YouTuber lose sometimes as well. It's actually good to actually recognise the reality of gambling. People who make content on YouTube lose more than they win, a lot more than they win. And, you know, I'm not just going to sit here and show you all the times when I won, because it's just not realistic. Number 2 is a bonus round, isn't it? It's not one of ours. 60p back again. I've been in. I think if I was just betting on those side bets, I'd probably be up massive, wouldn't I? It's the straight ups that are draining the money off of us at the moment. We're going to see another bonus round here. We're going to see another one. Don't be too many doubles. Come on, get it over with quick. There's a 200 and a 400. On the actual straight up first wheel, there's a 400.
Let's see how it goes. 400x being the biggest.
Is he sat down? How's he even doing that? Anyway, there's a 400x on this wheel. That's amazing. That's a decent setup. So it looks like the first Crazy Time wheel you get onto is like a 2x on the normal Crazy Time. Oh, it's a 20x. That is absolutely devastating if you're betting on that. Absolutely devastating. That is the worst possible outcome on that wheel. And I have never been more glad to see it. I've got £2.60 to go. We're literally a couple of spins away here from the end. Can we get something to keep us in it? Or a bonus would be nice.
Hope it's doing
But
good.
look what's happened with
But
this
now,
strategy.
you know what?
Like, because you do read
Betting
about
time is
people
no
who've been
longer
playing
with
this
us
game
because
and they'll
we're
go
closing
on
right now.
with
Let's see how
£10
many
or
bonus
£20
boxes
and they're
we have.
off inside of 10 minutes.
That would be
We're
nice.
25
All
minutes
right,
in here
not listening to us
and we're still
at all.
playing, so
4
we're
bonus
just keeping
spots.
ourselves in the
That's
game. And it
I
might
hope
not
that's
work.
enough. Let's
You
go.
know, we might not get a bonus, but it means we actually got a game out of it. You know, there's nothing worse than the feeling of depositing money, playing a game, and you know, when your money's gone inside of 10 minutes and you just feel so hard done by. And this sort of strategy is perfect for actually getting a bit of game out of it.
Right, bold side
11,
divided on
no
11
bonus
black,
there.
which is a low odd number in the second
That's
column.
again
That
another one of our
is like
side bets.
323 winners.
I
Very
think
good,
we've
everybody.
hit a side
Gausa,
bet, one of our
Magella,
two
and
side bets,
JTHE. Top
every
three.
single spin
Let's go with hot
almost.
numbers. Couple changes here.
Crazy
3
stuff.
and 19 and 9 red.
Absolutely
4 and
crazy
31
stuff.
black. Those
Got
are the hot
£12
numbers.
left
Cold
in the
numbers are
balance.
10, 11 and 8 black.
Couple of
12
spins.
and 1 red. So yeah,
And I
those
think what I'll do,
are
because
the
we're on
cold
120 a
numbers.
bet, so if
Alright,
this is a
everybody.
this
Betting
is
time,
a
we're gonna
loss
pause it
on
now.
this one, I think I'll
Now
just
the
put
last
£2
rounds
down
feature
and
three
we'll just
bonus
pick a load of
bonus
numbers.
spots, which
Because
is
obviously at
really
that
nice.
point, if
But
I
now,
lost the next
6
one, we wouldn't have
bonus
enough
spots
to
right here,
complete
holding
another
the key to
spin.
the red door.
So
We
you may as well
need
at
to
that
hit
point
one of
just
these
place your
numbers
bets
to
down,
enter the
just
bonus
pick a
game.
couple
Good
of
luck.
numbers and hope to God. Hope to God something comes out. Let's see what happens here though. Let's have a little look what happens. Coming round. Oh, so close again. It bounces over our numbers. Okay, let's take. Oh, we got the 60p again. Okay, we got one more. We got one more, and then if this doesn't work, I'll take 140 and put it across. We're just getting those side bets every single time. We got to be in profit. If I took out those 3 numbers, we'd be in massive profit on those side bets.
Everything on the wheel is multiplied by that multiplier.
Should I be playing normal roulette? Just profiting on my little side bet strategy.
So far, we are only scratching the surface of the potential we can have here. Betting time is closed.
Come on, give us a red number. 9's quite good. That's a decent amount of keys on the board. Stick them on the board.
See you at the red door, guys.
Oh, they've avoided every single one of our numbers. Oh, we could end up watching another round here, guys.
All right.
21's got itself a 3x. Give me one of my numbers. Don't make us watch a round here. Number 8. Oh, yeah, we're watching a round. We're watching a round, all right, but when we come back, we've got 60p again. But that isn't enough to complete 2 spins. So what I'm going to do, take the autoplay off. As soon as they finish this bonus round, I'm going to come back and I'm going to plonk £2 on the board. All over the place, at random. 10 sections. We're going to have 0, 26 and 32 for sure, because you don't want one of those coming out and causing you a degree of devastation. But we will put those on the board somewhere. We'll put the normal 3 down and we'll just scatter 7 elsewhere in random locations. Might put 25 amongst it though, because that's been coming out on the regular. 25, 29, 26, 32, 0. And then we'll pick a few extras. What's this going to be? Don't double. Look at that 400x. 400x. Just the biggest one on there, first time. The guy's got nothing to say about it. He's got nothing to say.
Alrighty then.
You'd think he'd be celebrating. Okay, cool. Let's plonk. Oh no, I'm not going to do this quickly enough because it's so awkward on this thing. Let's chuck the 0 over there, and then we're going to pick just at random. I did say I wanted 25. I'll have 20. I'll have 17. That comes out all the time. And then we'll just put 2 more on in random places. That gives us a £2 bet. We're down to a tenner, so I think we'll call it a video there. If something comes out, great. If it doesn't, never mind. We haven't seen any of the red numbers on here. But when I was playing this first day, just a little bit, they were coming out a little bit. We've literally from that got 2 keys. So we got number 5, we got number 20. Number 20 has got a 2x multiplier. Wouldn't that be nice? Don't even know where it is. It's over here. If you want to get round here and go a second time, yeah, drop in. Just there. Be lovely. Number 9. Okay, guys, we didn't get it. That is a blank. And that's not even a bonus round for anyone. So, guys, thanks for joining. You've seen Red Door Roulette, so we will be playing this on live streams, no doubt. So, come along and watch on a Friday evening from 8 PM or Tuesday. Sometimes we play on a Tuesday from 8 PM as well. And you'll be able to see us play this and loads of other games. We play Crazy Time, we play Pragmatic Live Casino, and a whole ton of slots as well. So, it'd be good to see you on that. But otherwise, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.